Ethan woke to a sharp crack, like the sound of ice breaking underfoot, only louder, impossibly loud. The walls of his bedroom trembled, and an eerie blue glow seeped through the edges of his window. He stumbled to his feet, heart pounding, and flung the curtains aside. The sky was splitting, a jagged line of light carving through the darkness, spilling an unearthly radiance onto the quiet neighborhood. As he watched, frozen in terror, something emerged from the rift. At first, it was a shimmer, like heat rising off asphalt, but it solidified into a shape, humanoid, yet wrong. Its elongated limbs bent at unnatural angles, and its head tilted as though studying him. The glow grew stronger, illuminating everything in a pale, ghostly light. Ethan's phone buzzed on his nightstand. He snatched it up, but every message read the same. Don't look at it. Too late. The thing moved closer, gliding rather than walking, its form flickering in and out like a bad signal. Ethan's breathing quickened. He closed the curtains, but the light seeped through, growing more intense. Ethan. The voice was low and distorted, but it came from inside the room. He turned, his heart thundering in his chest. His reflection in the mirror was wrong. It smiled back at him, its eyes empty, glowing faintly blue. Ethan, it repeated, let us in. He stumbled backward, his mind racing. The splitting sky, the creature, the messages. It didn't make sense. He grabbed his phone again and texted his friend Sarah. Do you see this? Her response came instantly. I told you not to look. Don't move. They'll know you saw. The glow outside pulsed like a heartbeat. The figure in the mirror stepped out, its movements fluid and alien. You shouldn't have looked, it said. Its voice was his own. Ethan ran. He burst into the hallway, but the house had changed. Doors led to nowhere, and the walls seemed to stretch endlessly. The glow followed him, shadows writhing along the edges. A sound like tearing fabric echoed above him. He glanced up and saw more rifts opening, more figures emerging. They whispered in a language he couldn't understand, but their intent was clear. They wanted him. The phone buzzed again. Don't run. They'll feed on fear. Ethan stopped, his chest heaving. The figures surrounded him now, their forms bending reality like heat waves. One extended a hand, long fingers reaching for him. What do you want? He shouted. You, it replied simply. The rifts pulsed, and the figures began to merge into one massive shifting form. Ethan's mind screamed to flee, but his legs wouldn't move. Suddenly, the blue light dimmed, and a new crack split the air. A voice echoed through the rift, commanding and sharp. The creatures recoiled, their forms unraveling like smoke. Ethan blinked, and the light was gone. He was back in his room, the morning sun streaming through the window. Everything was normal, except for the deep, jagged line burned into his bedroom ceiling and the single message on his phone. They're still watching.